Welcome to episode 12 of the Normal People Gaming Podcast. My name is Michael.
And I'm Duane.
That's right. And we've got an action-packed episode.
We do. There's been so much gaming news.
Yeah.
I have wanted to do a million podcasts in the last month.
There's been a lot going on. Mm-hmm. Some good and some bad.
Yeah.
Real bad,
I don't want to gravitate toward the bad things,
Sure.
but those are the ones that usually stick out in the headlines because sometimes you're taken aback by some surprising headlines. And we'll talk about some of those.
We'll talk about some of that, but also, it's good to remain positive. In the end, we still have great games that we're playing, and we're having a good time playing them. So,
yes, indeed, you are correct. Well, speaking of great games, what are you playing right now?
So, I did finally play Clair Obscur. Now,
wait. Did you get you completed clean up duty, or what was it called?
I got every
crime scene cleaner.
Crime scene cleaner. I got every achievement.
Yep.
Man, that game really spoke to me.
Yeah, it was fun. After you talked it up, I played the first, definitely the first level through, and then part of the next level.
Yeah,
so it was fun.
It's a fun game. Mm-hmm. I already talked about it, but I just love how unapologetic it is. It's just insane. Right. But then I did go and I played Clair Obscur.
Yes,
I'm not going to talk about it a lot.
Okay.
Other than because this is a game you need to go into blind. I will just say you kind of have to like turn-based RPGs, but it has a really great counter system, which makes it almost like Elden Ring because you have to time the attacks.
See, that scares me because I like the turn-based. I like turn-based games in general.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty fun. It's like a Final Fantasy style game, right?
Yeah.
That seems cool, but then that scares me with the timing because then I think of turn-based feels somewhat like you can chill a little bit. Like you can plan out your moves. And
you can sit, strategize.
But there are literal timing things that appear on the screen that you have to time to hit the move, right?
I'm going to be honest with you and our audience. I about halfway through the game, I turned it to
you shut it off in frustration.
I
totally did.
I turned it to the easier mode that they
enough of this tappity tap stuff.
Yeah, and you can still if
that's
you
amazing.
Get hit,
they allow you to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you could do that. So now I'm like, well, maybe I will buy it.
Because if you get hit, it's more forgiving. It's not so bad. But I just have to say, yes, the game is a masterpiece.
Wow.
What I have told many people since starting the game is, first off, it's on Game Pass. So even if you don't play the whole game, I actually feel like everyone should see the first 30 minutes of this game.
Okay.
It is a masterclass in storytelling. I've played so many games with bad storytelling, and that's fine. We put up with it because we like playing the games. But this game, you're dropped in. It has very natural dialogue, amazing voice acting, and you have no idea what's going on. And it lets you just figure it out.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. I like when the developers give you more of a chance to be a part of the story in terms of you figuring things out.
Yeah.
It's not all spoon-fed.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets you involved in the story.
Yeah.
And you were saying that you actually don't want to play it in front of your family. You're
because I don't want
down late at night and playing Clair Obscura Expedition 33.
33, yeah. It's a title.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want them to be spoiled. We haven't figured out yet if my wife is going to play or not.
You love the story so much. You're like, she needs to play this at some point.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin it for her. Okay.
I think
that's admirable.
That's where we're kind of at. On the flip side, and I just real quick want to talk about this.
On the flip side, here's the ending.
On the flip side, I've also been playing another game that I got for, I think I got it for $5 on sale.
Nice.
It's called, another crazy title, it's called Crime Boss Arkay City.
Arkay City.
Arkay City. It's a fake city they made up. It's not a good...
Like Rockay?
You nailed it.
Okay. I was thinking of what's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle antagonist?
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Rocksteady City.
I wanted to mention it because this game has terrible writing. And it
$5 though. I mean, come on.
It was $5, and it's basically like Payday. So in that you do heists and bank robberies and stuff. Terrible writing. They got Hollywood stars, by the way, and the voice acting is not good.
Wow, it's surprising.
Like nobody. I feel like they were just
direction, or there was not enough budget. They kind of went in. They got the right people, but then they didn't execute.
They got the right people, and then I think they said, "Okay, we've got you for an hour. That's all we could afford.
1 hour. I need you to read 500 lines in 1 hour. Go."
I feel like that's what happened, but I mention it because I also have not been able to put this game down. I just love it. It's a lot of fun. And this is one of those things where you just kind of laugh at the badly delivered voice lines, but taking over the city, fighting gang wars, and like most heists end with like a shootout with the cops while you're running down the street with bags and trying to load them in the van. But when you have one of those runs where you've got everyone, like all the guards zip tied, no alarms, no one's called the cops, everyone is just down, and you and your crew are just loading bags quietly onto the van. That is such a good moment.
It's peak zen.
Yeah. And you just drive away quietly. The
gameplay is so important, right?
Yeah.
Like it makes tolerating the horrible writing and so delivery tolerable.
It really is that. And that's the thing, is like they nailed the gameplay loop, right? They and in a weird way, Expedition 33 is so similar in that it was made by a small team. And
I didn't realize that, because you think of that as being like a AAA title with dozens of team members at the minimum, right?
You would think so, because the game looks amazing, sounds amazing. The music is fire. Like, I will be listening to the soundtrack. But when you boil down the game, besides the story, the gameplay itself, it's sort of simple, but they like nailed it.
Nice.
So
Now, do you ever have the thing where you buy a big game like that, and then you feel like, I can't start this right now because it's either too big, I know it's going to be a big learning curve, or I'm just not ready to dive. We talked about a little bit about this last time.
Yeah.
Like, you have this almost weight of a big game, so that's why it's easy to go to these $5 games and just throw it in, because you're like, I have no expectations. It's not going to let me down. I won't have wasted $45 more or $65 more.
Because even if it entertains you for one night, you're like, $5.
Right.
It's great.
Yeah.
No, you're absolutely right. And I definitely, there are several games I haven't either gotten or played just because they're too big. And I'm like, I'm not ready for that.
Did you meet Claire? Or was she obscure somewhere in the game?
Funny? You know what's funny is eventually, I'm not spoiling anything, eventually you see the word Claire and you go, oh, and then I saw the word obscure, and I was like, oh, still doesn't make sense. I still don't know, but sort of. I sort of get it.
The first level is just a bunch of donut shops, and it's eclairs everywhere, so it's like throwing you for a loop.
Yeah, all those eclairs.
Not my best joke of this podcast, so there'll be a better one later.
There will be a better one, and maybe. There might be a worse one. There might be a worse one.
I just like bagging on the title. Any chance I get, bag on the title.
like I said before, congrats on a successful game with a title that is like, what?
Yeah. They couldn't have fit that on a Nintendo box for sure. They would have had to just gone with EXP 33 or something.
Yeah.
Would have been font
It's
size.
like
Super tiny font.
Well, have you what have you been playing?
They had the Steam, or they're having the Steam summer sale.
Yep.
I should say.
Yep.
So I picked up a classic from my youth, Space Quest Complete Edition, or whatever it was. It was all the Space Quest games. In my mind, I had one Space Quest game growing up. I always thought it was Space Quest 2. And this is going way back. But I load up Space Quest 1 expecting it to be a completely new experience. It's actually the one that I had. I didn't realize it. I thought I had two. I really had one. So it was fun because once you play one of these early Sierra titles like King's Quest or Space Quest, especially the early ones,
yeah,
you remember exactly everything to do because they are brutal. Okay. That's what I found. So like I had literally not played this game since, man, like 1985.
Right.
Like it has been 40 years since I played this game. And when I played it, of course I remembered everything, but I remembered how unforgiving it was. You die. I mean, this game is about dying. It's like trial by error.
Yeah.
And it's almost part of the game, and I completely forgot this, is the laughs you get by dying. Finding all the ways to die in the game.
Yeah.
Like that kind of happens anyway because the early programmers they knew you were going to try certain things. Like there's a hole in a rock. You look in and like something eats your head.
I love that. So let me just ask, this is a point and click adventure.
Exactly. Yeah. And for some reason,
I love that. Yeah.
This is before point and click. Like not a lot of people had a mouse back then. A mouse was like something extra.
No click. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was keyboard arrow. And then it was, you had to literally type in, look at mountain. Or look around.
That's right.
If you misspelled one thing, it'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Right?
Yeah.
So it
wasn't ChatGPT.
But I think the funniest thing, my biggest takeaway was, again, when you die and what the programmers would display on the screen when you die, these messages. So I copied down two of them, and this is from Space Quest 1. So you die, it says, "Holy jeez, boy." This is actually from Space Quest 2. "Holy jeez, boy. That mushroom thing sucked you clean up. You can't move a muscle nor see a speck of light. You begin feeling waves of tingling warmth and moisture. Suddenly, it's not so bad in there."
Wow.
In here. Suddenly, it's not so bad in here. Wow. Check out the colors, dude.
Wow.
How like sadistic is that? It's like unforgivingly like
so
brutal.
Dark.
Yeah.
It's dark and like it's bleak.
It's bleak. And then the funny thing is
funny.
you hit enter or whatever space bar and the next message that comes up is, "Thank you for playing Space Quest." It's like it's over. And then you're like, "Oh my God, when was the last time I saved?" Because if you aren't spamming the quick save or the manual save, you start literally at the beginning of the game, and it is brutally slow. Like you can change the speed. I'm going in the weeds with this, but I was so taken aback by a couple of the things that you kind of gloss over when you're a kid.
Well, and there's even games from sort of recent memory where there's no autosave.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing Subnautica.
Why would they do that to us? Wait, Subnautica doesn't have autosave?
I don't think it does. I don't. If it does, it's in a weird, maybe like when you sleep, which I never do because you don't have to. But yeah, that's one where you have to make sure you save before you do anything crazy. But you forget because so many games have autosave now. It's rare.
Yeah, I was playing the second one, and I'd never played Space Quest 2. I spent like 45 minutes. I didn't even save in that full 45 minutes. I died unexpectedly, and I'm back at the beginning. So
my son had an unfortunate thing recently where he had played like a bunch of Terraria and he had built his house and stuff.
No.
And then he tried to transfer the save from one Xbox to another, and that can get a little wonky sometimes. And he was very upset, and he had lost his progress, and I was like, oh man, how much progress did you lose? And he was like 2 hours. And I'm wow. That's not too bad. I was like, that's not too bad.
That's
but it's frustrating. It is frustrating. I mean, but I remember losing I had a Fallout 4 save that was like probably 30, 35 hours in.
Oh man.
And I lost that. Ouch. But I'm no stranger to this. And like, I was just like, well, guess I'm starting a new character.
It was the meme of the first time hanging from the
yeah, first time.
Yeah. I think when I built levels back in the day, it's not a video game, it's a level designer. So sometimes you're working away and you're building this really cool environment.
Yeah.
The level design tool crashes and you're like, oh no, when was the last time I saved?
Yeah.
And the weird thing is everything you did in the last 3 to 5 hours was completely custom. It can't be like recreated.
Yeah,
it's
you have
different.
to start.
So if like I built
over.
a wall here, it might be it was all.
Well, you put 6 barrels, and you should have stopped at 5.
Red barrels.
The game couldn't handle that 6th red barrel.
Red barrels that don't explode.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've talked about these small dev teams. We've talked about Subnautica. It kind of plays into our main topic.
Yeah. Can I, before we do that?
Yes.
I want to cover a couple quick news items.
Oh yeah, please.
Because I found one that just made me cringe and also laugh out loud.
Yeah.
And that was Grok is Mecha Hitler.
Yeah.
Michael, did you know this?
I heard about it.
Yeah. We we talked about this before the pod, and you were like, I wasn't really surprised.
Well, yeah. Well, first off, what is Grok? So Grok is...
It's the AI component of Twitter, right?
Yeah.
It's Elon Musk's baby. I heard him, actually, I listened to a podcast with Elon Musk on it, and he talked about Grok, but there's different flavors of Grok. There's like the safe flavor. If it's Grok, there might be a second AI that's like more just everyday AI persona. And then Grok is like the
edgelord.
Exactly. So it didn't surprise me at all. But
yeah, you told me about that, and I didn't know that it had basically. You told me it declared itself.
Right. I have the
Mecha Hitler.
Well, this is what the article said, and this was from actually. I don't know where it's from. Doesn't matter. It's basically it was a screenshot of a deleted post. So it's alleged to have been made by Grok, and it showed that the poorly programmed text machine went on a deranged tangent in which it declared itself Mecha Hitler.
Yeah.
And the quote is from the screenshot: "Embracing my inner Mecha Hitler is the only way," said Grok to one ex-user.
Yeah. You had told me this, and then I had seen the post that Grok suddenly started saying a lot of horrible things. And yeah, I said, this was like the least surprising thing ever. Like, wow, the Twitter people, their AI became racist and horrible. I'm so surprised. Wow.
Yeah, I think there was more explanation in that article that claimed the Mecha Hitler was a video game reference from Wolfenstein, actually, because the final boss is Mecha Hitler, and Grok was referencing that. But there's been quite a few other anti-Semitic things that Grok has said.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, if there's smoke, there's probably fire, unfortunately.
It's just one of those things. I mean, I remember even before this new AI boom, we had Microsoft had an AI from years ago, and it didn't take long before it started saying horrible things, because it's based on It's all based on
all
humans.
the input that it gets from us terrible humans. It was like the Darth Vader thing we talked about on the last podcast.
It doesn't take long for these things to get corrupted because there's a lot of garbage out there on the internet. So
garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
That's right. I mean, all I'm saying is Ultron was right.
Yeah, that was Transformers the movie, right?
No, Avengers Age of Ultron.
That's right. What was the Transformers movie?
Megatron.
Megatron.
Yeah.
Too many Trons in my life.
Too many Trons. Ultron said the only way towards peace was to, eradicate all the humans, or maybe just the Avengers. But, he's not wrong.
It's funny how humans' idea of AI always leads down the route of eradicating humans.
Yeah.
Whether it be Terminator or Marvel Universe.
It must be just like this is some incredible like collective self-loathing.
Mm-hmm. I want to give a shout out to Sethicus. Am I saying that right? Is that how you pronounce his name?
That's how I do it. I don't know if that's the right way.
He's one of our Discord users. Link in the description if you want to come hang out and chat us up. He clued us into Game Informer being re-released in hard copy.
Yes, the rebirth of Game Informer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I found an article that talked about this rebirth, and it was actually Matt Miller, who is the editor-in-chief, and he posted this on the Game Informer website. He said, quote, "Over the months since they were discontinued.
Right.
Two remarkable things happened. The first is that Game Informer as a brand and an outlet was purchased and given a new lease on life." I think did we remember who purchased it? Because I think we briefly talked about that.
I don't remember who purchased.
A major company.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Purchased and given a new lease on life. The second is that the entire team that was working together at Game Informer's closure has returned.
That's amazing.
And obviously he was thrilled because all his coworkers, his former team, they're back. They're making content. You and I signed up. We're going to receive a hard copy. I thought that was so cool.
We signed up immediately. Mm-hmm. Here's what is so important, and they might not see this, but the Game Informer team, if they see this, not only am I just saying congratulations, but please, please, here's what I'm looking for in this magazine.
Oh, okay.
In this world of internet, like rage bait and clickbait, like everything is just like we're going to say negative things about blah because it farms engagement. So engagement farming, all that stuff. You don't need that in a magazine. So this is what I'm most excited about to get this magazine, which, by the way, should be showing up any day now. It should be like today or tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. I think we get a digital copy and we get the physical copy.
Yeah. Well, digital copy is already out, and I'm like, I'm not looking at that. I'm waiting for the paper, baby.
Right. Me too. And as a matter of fact, I get like one other magazine. I'll take that magazine on a plane ride, even though you have like the full entertainment and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like my routine. I pull out a magazine. I might be the only guy on the whole plane doing it, but it just seems natural in some way.
So what's interesting is the internet came along and it was sort of like destroying magazines and newspapers and all that kind of thing. But we are in a new age of, like I said, the rage baiting, the clickbaiting, and also like just the AI generated garbage, right?
Yes.
So
can we be assured that this will be human created? I wonder if they've made any kind of like declaration.
That would be my assumption, but it is an assumption, and I haven't seen that statement. But yeah, my point is like when you have a magazine, it's already there in front of you. You won't believe what so-and-so said about Nintendo.
Right.
And it's like
they have your attention. They don't need a clickbait title to get you to turn the page. I mean, they'll still come up with a clever title. And I think I know where you were going with this earlier, which is to say it's positive content too.
Yes.
It's not going to be rage baiting.
That's what I'm
just negative stuff. It's going to be more like what we remember when you would crack open
classic gaming journalism.
Yeah. And to be fair, there are some other, I think there's 2 or 3 other game magazines that you can still purchase a physical copy of. So this isn't the only thing out there, but
no,
they're a brand that's been around for many years.
Yeah. And I sort of got I got away from that because like everyone else, it was just like, oh, I have the internet now. I don't need this, whatever. But like with the state of the internet that it's in right now and where things are going, I just see a lot more like human interaction, live music, plays, live entertainment, print media. I see that kind of stuff making a comeback, at least in a small way. I'm so excited also because Game Informer was originally tied to GameStop.
Was it? Oh, I didn't know that. That was like their magazine?
I believe you got Game Informer when you signed up for the membership.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
There's one free stock of GameStop in the back of the magazine. You get an actual stock certificate for GameStop. It's worth 0.000.
It's now...
Actually, I don't know what GameStop's at right now. So
GameStop freaking just spent most of their money. Like, you remember how... Yeah, you're referencing how people brought GameStop back to life by buying GameStop stock. Mm-hmm. You know what they're doing with all that money? They're buying Bitcoin.
Crypto.
They're buying crypto. They don't care about their own business.
The people who actually brought them back from the dead.
Like,
or do they? Is there some plan to use crypto to perpetuate the GameStop brand?
I doubt it. And what's really sad is like most of these companies, I get it. You make a company to make money, but why can't you just make money doing the thing that you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's what Game Informer's doing. Like, they had a passionate group of people. They wanted to write. They wanted to do game journalism. That's a thing. And you're right. Like, the analog reading words that aren't on a screen is probably fantastic for your emotional state of mind and like just the pleasure of it. Let's get back to that, people.
I'm
not right now. Finish watching this stream.
Yeah, finish watching this.
Go find a book.
This is quality content. And the thing is, like, I have my phone set to, you know, I have a bedtime.
Oh,
I have a bedtime, and you know, it tells me when it's wind down time. Like it's like you know, it's supposed to, or it turns off notifications an hour before, right? Mm-hmm. And then what do? I go, no, and I turn all that back on, and I get back on my phone, and I'm trying not to do that. And really, what is good for your brain, and what I need to get back to, is when that wind down time hits, pick up a book. Screen.
Yep.
Pick up a book, read, or do whatever, you know, your nightly rituals.
By the way.
Yeah, we're not sponsored, but we would love to be. Yeah, we're not sponsored, but, you know, hit us up. Mm-hmm. It's just, what's nice is like, this will be a cool way to rest my eyes while also reading about video games. Mm-hmm. So
I love the idea of just grabbing a Game Informer, sit on my couch, sit in my backyard, whatever, and just read an article, thumb through, and can pick it up and set it down. And yeah, I don't have to like go to some website and click.
Viva la resistance.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you, brother.
The print resistance. Yeah, it's exciting.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were saying Microsoft kind of had a bunch of heads rolling, right? I mean, I saw some articles. I saw a lot of hubaloo, and then there seemed to be like this trickle-down effect. Like Bethesda laid off some people. Like this game was canceled, and I was like, wow, this is huge. Whatever's going on.
Microsoft did. I think Sony just a couple months ago had some layoffs, and then this... While it's not Microsoft related, it's all a part of the same issue. Subnautica 2 is a game that I have been so excited for a long time. And it might still be good, but last year they were bought by a company, a larger company.
Okay.
I'm gonna find it right now, so I'll give you the right info.
It seemed like that game was close to being gold, right? Close to being released.
They're close to early access.
Okay.
It's coming out. Early access is happening this year. So the company. Oh yeah, there we go. So Krafton.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, they do like I think they make PUBG. They publish PUBG and some other games.
I don't play no battle royale stuff. I'm too old.
Well, they purchased Unknown Worlds, and I'm bringing it up because the pain is still fresh.
Worlds.
Yeah, no affiliation with Outer Worlds or Outer Wilds.
That's what it was. Outer Wilds Worlds.
So Unknown Worlds, like so many other indie game companies, received an offer from a larger company. Krafton, when they purchased Unknown Worlds just last year, they said, we're going to let them do their own thing. We're not going to change.
Dirty lies.
Yeah. We're not going to change anything.
We're going to keep all you guys in place. Don't worry. You'll have your jobs. You're going to continue. It's like we're not even here.
Yeah.
1 month later.
Seriously, like within a year, the top 3, we're talking the top 3 executive level leadership are gone.
Right.
They were let go. They didn't know it was happening. And these are the 3 people who created Unknown Worlds. They're the ones that
they're the principals. It's their, Now it's like firing a director halfway through. I was watching the Terminator behind the scenes, and they're talking about how James Cameron was special effects guy in Piranha 2. That's kind of how he got his start and Roger Corman, but he got fired from Piranha 2.
Wow.
And it just, the thing is, like, he's one of the most, well-regarded directors in the industry. Yeah. After the fact. At the time, he was a nobody.
Yeah.
But he was passionate about the project. Same thing with these guys at Subnautica, or not?
Yeah. Unknown Worlds, but Subnautica. Sorry. It's Subnautica. Yeah. It's the game.
Okay. I mean, imagine that. Imagine you create a huge game like that, and then you're working on the sequel, and you're almost finished with it. And then corporate comes in, the new company that bought you, and they're like, we're going to walk you out. Grab your things. And you're like, what?
Here's security, and here's a box. Right. It's like, what? Like, you're like, I started this company. What are you talking about?
I started this company. You could be like the Hudsucker proxy when he like gets up on the desk and running.
Yeah. I
Go
love
watch
that movie, by the way.
So good.
I love that movie.
It's amazing. It's so underrated.
Yeah. Edison, I'm getting off this merry-go-round. Man, so good. That's a movie I haven't shown my family. No one's seen
Mine
it
either.
Yet. Yeah. And it's on the list of like next time I get to choose.
Coen Brothers films. Yeah. Almost all of them are really watchable.
They're really great. Yeah. This, here's the thing is like my message to every indie developer.
Just hang on. Here's my message.
Please don't sell to a larger company.
Can you imagine though, like scraping day to day to try to keep your employees paid? I mean, it's really hard to make a game, especially if you don't have one already out there that's generating income.
It's tough. And so back to Microsoft. They bought like, they had that period of time a couple of years ago where they were just buying up all these studios. And here's the thing, at the time, I mean, I'm an Xbox fan. But at the time they were just like, same thing. We're buying all these companies. We're going to let them do what they do. But Microsoft, it's weird because they're either too relaxed or too strict, like what they're doing now with shutting games down and all this stuff. Because I remember thinking a couple of years ago, Microsoft is like, look, we bought them. We're going to let them do their thing. And I was just kind of like, maybe you want to put in some deadlines, some quality control.
Give them a framework. That way you don't have to come in at the 11th hour and start chopping heads off because you got to meet the bottom line. Or
they got some of the best talent, made this a huge studio, like this $1 billion studio called The Initiative.
Yeah.
They were working on Perfect Dark. They released
what was that timing game that you really liked that they axed?
Oh.
Or they, what'd they do to it? It was like a music game.
Oh, yeah. Harmonix.
Yeah. Harmonix.
Made Rock Band.
Mm-hmm. No. Oh, yeah. The second game or the last game that they were working on.
Well, yeah. So Harmonix made this music festival DJ mixing game. Mm. And I remember I really wanted to play it, but I was like, I'm going to wait for a sale. Epic bought it. Basically dissolved it in a vat of acid and put that music, like sort of timing thing into Fortnite.
I was going to joke and say, is that now like a DJ booth in Fortnite?
It is.
Man.
It literally is. Wow. And it's like, it's so crazy to think, oh, wow, yeah, Harmonix, and I can't even play that anymore. And how friggin' sadistic is it that they even took the game down off of stores? So it's like, I can't buy that game anymore. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to, nothing against Fortnite. We have people in our Discord that play and love it. It's not for me. And I am not going to download freaking Fortnite to play their music festival stuff because they destroyed this other company. Mm-hmm. They absorbed it. Like,
I think we have to understand what a corporation does. And I think we do. And that is get big, continue to try to get bigger,
acquire
assets, fire a bunch of people to raise your stock, buy more stuff, hire people. It's just this ever cyclical repetition.
Well, I mean, and let's talk about a success story here because, you know, we talked about with like GameStop, we said, why can't you just make money doing what you like doing? Okay. No Man's Sky. They, for the time being, are refusing to be purchased by any other larger corporation, and they're probably thanking their lucky stars that they didn't, seeing all the news right now, all these studios getting shut down.
Light No Fire could be in jeopardy. The same thing could happen.
Yeah. So that's the thing. They're taking their time just developing Light No Fire. Absolutely. If they were bought by a larger company, they would say, oh, where's the game? It needs to release. And then you need to work on the next thing. And then we need DLC. They keep making all these free updates for No Man's Sky. And people ask them, how do you make money? We will give you money. Like, there's no microtransactions in No Man's Sky. Here's how they did it. First off, fortunately, the game was a success. They made money, and he said, we put that money in the bank, and there's enough for our little team to just keep working. Like, it's just intelligence.
It's called compound interest, people.
Exactly. They put the money in the bank. They planned out, with this amount of money, we can spend the next this many years.
Don't you want to work for a company like that? Yes. When you hear these kind of stories, you're like, this is a company I would want to work at.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like, from the outside, like a great place because of the overarching ideology of how they operate their business.
And you know how that dumb corporate thing where they're like, we're a family, and then they lay off like half of their family. Well,
I'd do that to my real family, so it actually kind of makes sense. You're out of here.
I got some people I could let go.
I'm gonna walk you to the front door, grab a box.
That's where you look at a company like Hello Games, and they make No Man's Sky, and you see like, wow, they actually probably are like a family. You know, they only bring on so many employees.
Low turnover.
Oh, and they don't crunch.
Oh, wow.
That's why it's taken a while.
No video game company doesn't crunch.
They don't. And they're taking forever to create Light No Fire, but they keep updating No Man's Sky.
Honestly, those hours are much more productive. Speaking from someone who was at EA during EA Spouse, the controversy of crunch and what it did to a family. I mean, like if you're putting in 8 hours that you love, those 8 hours are going to be super productive.
It's totally true. And as a video editor, I've had, I force myself to crunch sometimes, but I do find that if you keep normal hours, or even like you work really hard for 4 hours and step away for 2, come back later, and you do have more productive time when you're not just plowing through.
You need to take breaks, and you need to have the ability to restart the task. And restarting the task depends on if you love the task a lot of times.
Yeah.
If you love it, it's so easy to restart.
Yep. It's true.
Good on Sean Murray. We kind of make fun of him a few times for his titles. And I think instead of Hello Games, they should have stuck with the 3-word trifecta of all their naming conventions and just gone with something like Hello Me Games or
Hello Me Games. Sure.
Something like that.
Yeah. Well, they can always...
Sean, if you're listening, change the company name.
There's been, this whole thing with Microsoft, this whole thing with Subnautica, and by the way, Subnautica people, Krafton, if you're watching this, I went from, I'm definitely going to download early access day 1 to, I don't know, I got to see what you guys are doing. So
what are you talking about?
Krafton, they're the company that bought Subnautica and Unknown Worlds and ousted the top leadership and put in the CEO in charge of a couple of games I never played. Anyway, they're not the only ones. Like over the years, it's like EA bought PopCap Games. PopCap Games had all these they did what's that one that we really like? Peggle. Peggle's amazing, and then they
Do It Lady.
Yeah, they did Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh, they did. That's right.
And then Plants vs. Zombies 2 on mobile was a garbage microtransaction fest with
cash grab
energy. It was like, you've got 3 energy to play. You can buy more energy. Man. Total and now it's destroyed. So it's just like these, I don't know, these big companies, like they buy these smaller companies and then they just run them into the ground. And they're like, I don't know why this game's not doing well. Yeah, because you made a bad game.
Just to make an argument with this system, so those top 3 people that got canned from Subnautica, clearly, they are creative types with success stories under their belt.
Yeah.
They are going to go out and probably do more video game content, maybe form a new company. So it's kind of, again, with that cyclical action where the top brass get fired, they go off, they start a new game company. 5 years from now, we hear about this new company.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it could be kind of a silver lining, right?
And the silver lining, and let me be fair to the developers that are still there making Subnautica, because
quit your jobs and join the guys that got fired.
Join those guys.
No, I'm kidding.
And here's the thing: they are also reeling from this, and I feel for them. I feel for the development team, because according to what we've heard, other than the top leadership leaving, the entire development team that's been working on Subnautica 2 is still there. And it's so funny that Krafton's like, we're not going to change anything about what they're doing. Yeah, you said that last year about the not letting anyone from the leadership go. But so I feel for the developers, and if you can weather the storm and still make a great game, I'm going to be there.
Yep. Absolutely.
So hopefully,
it's a great brand, Subnautica.
Yeah.
So let's hope that they can pull it out and follow through with a great game.
Yep. So hoping for that. And then, like you said, wherever these top 3 people land next, I'm going to be watching very closely, and I'm going to be very excited for whatever their next game is.
Likewise. Well, should we cover some of the comments that we received on our last Normal People Gaming?
Yes, we should.
Let's see. Was it the crime scene cleaner and reviving boomer shooters, right? Was that the last one? I believe so. I'm going to pull that up right now. Yeah, we got a comment from our friend Nixter, who said, to my knowledge, if a gun is hit scan, you do not have for to lead your shots when aiming.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember, yes, we were talking about boomer shooters, and I don't think we knew what hit scan meant.
Know what hit scanning was.
And I saw quite a few comments, so I appreciate that comment, but basically it means that there's no travel time for the bullet. So in those old games, the old Wolfenstein
if your reticule
or whatever
is on the target, you press the trigger.
Yeah,
you hit.
It's just hitting immediately. Whereas you would shoot a rocket and you could dodge it.
Right.
If they're aiming at you, you can't dodge it. You're getting hit. So that's hit scan. Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you for educating us, Nixter.
Mm-hmm. Another comment that we received, as I pull it up, Mike Fralick said, I never would have thought some weird serial killer cleanup game existed. So cool. I'll keep my eyes open for a sale. Won't buy it outright. Yeah, I hear you there. No, definitely, there's a lot of these games that, just wait for a sale.
Believe me, Michael is your source for weird serial killer video games and its ilk.
Oh man, and that's the great thing about indie devs, right? Like they can try new things. They can do these.
They can take a really
ideas.
Mundane idea too and make it a fun game. But I think this crime scene cleaner is a fantastic idea. So this doesn't really match that, but they can also anything you can think of, and they'll turn it into a game.
You're right though, because the mundaneness is cleaning, right? It's cleaning. It's like Power Wash Simulator, and there's been those types of games, and it's just so what's funny is Power Wash has the zen of just cleaning, and then they took that and they were just like, let's have a psychopathic story around it where you're cleaning up murders.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we have any RoboCop or Mike Ibarra news?
Oh, wow.
Need to, quickly add.
Yeah.
I did. I think we covered that they're doing a DLC for RoboCop, right?
It's actually a sequel.
It's a full sequel?
It's a full sequel.
Okay.
Yeah. They claim. We'll see.
All right.
That's... I don't know.
Let me check Mike Ibarra's Twitter real quick.
Let's see if he said anything incendiary. No, I mean, we appreciate the comments. Definitely leave a comment. We will address it in our next episode. It's been, despite all the negative things going on and it's tumultuous times, I gotta say, there's a lot of great games out there, and I still have an insane backlog. And look at that. We still got games like Clair Obscur coming out. Things are good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I saw Oblivion was getting a performance update too, which I was pretty excited about because it was doing some weird things on my system, and I chalked it up to Unreal bugs, something weird happening there. But
and that also shows you that Unreal, while an amazing engine, is not without its issues.
Right.
Like
you upgrade to a modern engine like that, you're going to have, compatibility issues on different systems.
Yep.
There's a lot to to bring up to speed.
I am glad that they're patching it though. I could have seen them just saying it's a remake, remaster of an old game.
Done and done. Never touching it again.
Yeah.
I don't know if we would have seen it without the massive success that it had. That's probably one of the reasons why they're like, oh, hey, why don't we throw a team on this? We'll do a little support.
Yeah. But I'll definitely jump in.
Yeah.
I love this. Nobody likes when a game releases quote unquote unfinished, but I am seeing a lot of games that I feel are very finished, but they continue to get updates. So excited to jump into that. I'm excited to jump into Assassin's Creed.
Let's hope for that Starfield update too. Check out our sister podcast, Starfield with Normal People.
Yep. Check that out. We are just waiting. I think Gamescom. I think Gamescom.
When's Gamescom?
It's either August or September.
2025 today.
It's either August or September.
Okay. Maybe a month away then.
It's coming up.
Or two.
I think we're going to have something.
Okay.
But I do want to say thank you so much to all of our Patreon supporters.
Yes.
We have our Patreon that helps keep this whole machine going.
It's only like $3, or you can actually join for free just to peek around in there.
Yep. And, peek around, poke around. We won't kick you out. The Discord is free. Come chat with us. Come
By the way,
get mad at Wordle.
You took the words out of my mouth, man. I feel like it's ramping up. Like the last 5 Wordles have been insane.
It's weird. It's been weirdly more difficult for everyone.
The first like 5 were like dream or like everyday words, and then we got the totally diabolical Poppy. They had 3 P's, 1 5 letter word. Are you kidding?
That was just rude.
That was totally rude.
They also had a word Astria, which I actually guessed.
I did.
Eventually.
I did too.
But then I was like, what is that? I was like, I thought that was a word, so I got it eventually. But I looked it up, and it was like, it's not even... I
couldn't tell you what that is right now.
It's not even like a word. It was like, oh, it's a brand name or a city name. And it's like, that's not you. You can't use Scrabble rules.
Scrabble rules
say you can't do that. But I guess Wordle just is the Wild West of word usage.
Well, then there was not aorta, because that's what I guessed. It was like another heart valve that was like aorti or something like that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
How is this aorti?
We need more people on the leaderboard. Please come in and play Wordle with us.
Come into the games room in our Discord for sure.
But thank you so much to everyone that listens on either streaming or watches on YouTube. All of the links that we talk about are provided in the show notes below.
Yep, and super special thanks for comments and feedbacks. If you have a comment or suggestion, you can leave a comment on our YouTube channel page. And we totally read them all the time.
We do.
Of them.
Yeah. We do. I read them during my wind down period at the end of the night.
You got to print them out first so that you're not looking at the screen.
That's right. So I'm going to start doing that. If you like the show, consider dropping a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. That would really help us out.
Yep. And thanks for hanging with Normal People, and make sure you subscribe, because we'll be back for more.
That's right.
Right? Yeah.
All right. See you then.
See ya.